Just make sure that you, with the headphones that you have, make sure that your mic is still the mic that you have plugged in, not the mic on your headphones. Okay.
There we go. All right, I should be good. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool, cool. All right, so I just tweet out now. Let's see if we get some people in here first. Let's get my stories ready today. So this is the Progressive Martial Artist. Welcome to you guys. So we got Feeling, and we got my regular co-host Jackie here. We just doing a breakdown. We just chilling Friday. Um, I had some people ask me anything. You guys want to talk about anything political? I have a few stories I want to pull up as well as usual. So I'm gonna do my segments on those. But other than that, how you guys feeling? How you feeling? Feeling? How you going? How you guys doing?
I'm good. I'm about to get my insurance license, so that's interesting. But
Nice,
I'm good.
nice. How's it going, Jackie? How you feeling?
I'm doing all right.
Sounds good. Sounds
Not feeling like things are heading in a good direction, but what can you do?
Yeah, I know you were just telling me that you kind of feeling burned out on politics, huh? There's too much shit going on. I feel like it's kind of tiring. I was actually waiting for the election to be over, and I couldn't wait because I was so tired of the ordinary I was just tired of the talking points come from both sides, the vote shaming, and now ever since the election was over, I kind of feel a sense of relief. Like, thank God we can finally get this shit show over with. Which is why it's kind of annoying to me because now that the whole Trump election contesting thing is going on, just because it feels like it's dragging it on even longer than it should. Now there's gonna be a thing we gotta do it for the last few weeks.
Yeah, but
Um,
we knew that was going to happen. We knew that if it
yeah,
was, I've always said if it's close, the ties going to Trump, and he's doing everything he can to prove that.
yeah. One thing that I found interesting though, and I want to see if I can find the clip because I don't know if you guys saw the clip. Oh, nice, we got who was that? Well, there was a clip that was Bruce Lee. Thank you for the follow. There was a clip on Tucker Carlson. There's like a civil war going on the right wing right now because there's some people who just kind of want to get it out of the way. I actually kind of want to ask you that feeling as well. Cause I know you in a deep red area. I want to see what you are hearing or what your what your thoughts on the right wing take on this because Tucker Carlson actually he broke rank from Trump world yesterday where he called
He
out
did.
and he lost a lot of MAGA by doing that. There was MAGA people on Twitter that was absolutely furious. Let me see if I can find a tweet. But what's your thoughts on that? How do you see people in your area locally? I know you're in Deep Red State. How do you see them reacting to that?
Well, my deep red area is a Mormon area, and I can't speak to like I haven't talked to a lot of people that are right wing locally because most of them have kind of written me off. But what I can speak to is that being a Mormon area, there was always a consensus that Mormons basically vote Republican no matter what,
Right.
but nobody liked Trump. They voted for him because he was better than the alternative in their very binary vote our no matter how hard world, but they don't like Trump. Um, as a
I
rule of
thought that he
thumb,
had a very loyal base of
he
support
does
with the
because
evangelicals.
it Mormonism has become a thing where your rank and file Mormons are going to vote Republican no matter what. So he has a very strong base in Utah. As long as he is the Republican at the top of the ticket, he is going to have a strong base in Utah
Right.
no matter what. That base may have private concerns or disagreements with President Trump, unlike the rank and file MAGA who just love him no matter what, but they're not going to air those concerns out of a sense of properness. Um, so, what I can tell you is that my area is silence my phone. Uh, very, very anti-mask, especially south of me. I live in Salt Lake County, but if you go south enough to Utah County, it's rabidly anti-mask, rabidly MAGA down there. On election day, this was funny. A little not too far away from a polling place, there was a Black Lives Matter crowd and a MAGA crowd, and at every polling place I drove by, which was 3 or 4 of them, there were MAGA crowds at the polling places, which is electioneering and technically illegal. But so he's got a loyal base out here. He won the state overwhelmingly.
Right.
But the thing is
the one thing I wonder about
base would have private reservations about him and may not be willing to support his litigation, but they're never going to say that, so that difference is non-consequential.
Right. And the dynamic with Trump is if you run in 2024, he will have to be the overwhelming favorite, right? Because the idea that Joe Biden and the liberal class that they wanted to turn Republicans against Trump. But after the Lincoln Project and after their campaign and their horribly ran campaign trying to win Republican voters, Trump actually got more Republican support this year around than he got last year.
Mm-hmm.
But there is an interesting dynamic in the sense that even though Trump lost, like Republicans did pretty well in the Senate. They gained House seats. Like I wonder why that is. Like you had Trump who had a loyal Republican base, but at the same time, he loses, but they gain House seats and they wash out in the Senate. I guess that's because Democrats I think they literally was running to lose in a sense. Like you literally had people asking that question, like, was Amy McGrath like running to lose? Because actually, that's a good time I can pull this tweet up right now. Cause even Dave Weissman was calling that out. Cause they spent like $88 million in Kentucky going against Mitch McConnell, and they lost by a landslide. And this is why they've been desperate to kind of paint that on the progressive side and the progressive wing of the party. But that's on them, because if you look at these high profile races that have all the money, like Jamie Harrison and Amy McGrath, you have these consultants that were paid a shit ton of money, and what did they get out of that? They lost.
They got exactly what the Democrats wanted. They lost the seat to Republicans, so that they can continue their grift of, oh, it's the big bad Republicans. That's why we can't do anything to help you.
And you saw Amy McGrath. Now she's taking her money down to Georgia. Why? Why are they like they continue to fill up? Because apparently she got like $13 million left in her campaign funds, and I don't know. You guys see, I got put up on the stream here. I think I just gotta share screen it. There you go. Let me share screen so you guys can see what. Cause I got the. Actually, you're the host. I can't share screen. But the tweet I have pulled up is Amy McGrath raised more than $88 million to lose to.
I have it set so you can share screen. It's just one person at a time, but you can share.
Yeah, it didn't let me. It said host disabled participant screen sharing. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, it says that to me too.
Yeah, listen, I don't know why. But I got it put up on the stream. The tweet.
Okay.
Amy McGrath raised more than $88 million to lose to Senator Mitch McConnell by 19 points. So instead of using that money to donate to food banks, instead of using that money for mutual aid, instead of using that for more competitive down ballot challenges, this is what the Democratic Party do. This is their grift. This is how they make their money, right?
You guys can share now, by the way. I accidentally had it switched off.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. The stream saw it, but their consultants and Amy McGrath in their campaign, they made millions, man. They made so much money, and for what? And those resources could have been spent so much better almost anywhere else. But that's their grift, and I don't understand why people don't see that. I don't understand why people don't see the two-party complicity, and that's why I'm a big advocate of advancing third parties, advancing another left-wing movement to challenge the two-party duopoly, because I heard it best where they say you're not these people are they not taking over the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is changing them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I actually came out in defense of AOC recently just because I feel like we need to challenge Biden and the neoliberals, and Biden and the neoliberals have targeted the progressive movement, targeted her. So there are times where I think we should back them up on principle, just because we have to. We gotta continue to win the information war. Cause so when they come out and they attack AOC and the progressives for costing them House seats, I think that's when we need mobilize, and that's we got to come out and defend them. But at the same time, there is legitimate criticism, like AOC not coming out for Julian Assange, and like I just tweeted out earlier today, like Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard not being supportive of defund the police. And a lot of people point out as well, they do have good criminal justice records, but at the same time, we got to hold their feet to the fire on that as well. Because they have good criminal justice policy, but what they miss and what a lot of people miss when we talk about defund the police is our position is being gaslighted to the extreme. So they say defund the police. What we're talking about is the same as if when they want to cut education spending, for example. Like, why is it okay for them to cut education spending, but we can't cut defund the police? Because my position as a libertarian socialist is those budgets, they don't justify themselves. So if you have a giant police budget and then you have an area with high crime rates, how can you justify spending all these police budgets and all these useless gadgets? I retweeted one. I'm gonna see if I can put that one up as well. Cause you can see the shit they spend money on, like LA PD. They have fucking sports cars, like they have exotic level cars. Like, why are you doing that and spend? Here it is right here. Let me switch here. Well, now I'm gonna screen share so y'all can see it. But this is y'all see that, right?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, this is what they spend money on, right? So this is what, like, I understand Bernie and Tulsi and them, they got good policy, and people who support good criminal justice policy, kudos to you. But you gotta understand our position. Why is this okay? Why is that okay? Maybe I'll try that. Why is that okay? Like, justify that to me. Like, how is those giant police budgets for that okay? How is...
Honestly, the reason why the police budgets are so huge in the first place is simply because of militarization of police forces across the nation.
Exactly.
And the reason, like, the way those police forces became militarized was because of the crime bill.
Yep.
So
and something I just want to say about that specific vehicle in terms of costs. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm doing my insurance licensing class.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go
But
ahead.
three-wheel vehicles can't be covered under standard automobile insurance because they're so high risk. And that's a three-wheel automobile.
And I want to see if I can find the LAPD vehicles. Look, let's see.
So not only do they have to get commercial or municipal insurance on that, they have to get fancy insurance to cover the exceedingly high risk of driving one of those. This is a three-wheel vehicle.
Right.
Standard auto policies won't cover it, which is just more costs that the police department is incurring that they can incur because they're getting ridiculous amounts of money thanks to the crime bill and legislation that followed it.
There's no reason that a police officer needs that. They already have vehicles that will get them anywhere they need to go. They have, first of all, it has become standard. I don't know about the rest of the country, but in Southern California, there are no police cars anymore. Police have SUVs.
Mm-hmm.
So automatically they have the most expensive. And like Nick was saying, there are some areas where they have like sports cars. But they don't have like all of that stuff like you know about insurance. That's still the high tier insurance. Like the cheapest thing to insure is a motorcycle or a car. the highest thing is like an SUV or a three wheel. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm talking like just regular, like standard or commercial insurance, which is what they should all be. They should have just standard commercial insurance because they're cops. But where do they need to go that they can't get there on either a bicycle, a motorcycle, a car, or on horseback? Because those are like the standard things that they've had all along. But no, now they need SUVs. Now they need three
Right.
wheelers. Now they need full on military. Like, what's the difference between regular police and SWAT nowadays? It used to be SWAT came in with the military gear, and that was only for like if they were busting down like drug houses or some shit. Now, like all police look like SWAT. They show up in like their full on militarized gear. Like they all have SWAT gear now. Like why? Their job is not that dangerous. It's not even in the top 10 of most dangerous jobs for this country. They love to tell you it is, but it's not. They act like it is. They act like they're military, but they're not. They're supposed to be public servants, but they're not.
Right, and they don't even address the public in a way as a public service. They literally treat us like the enemy. And there was even